Game of the year. I believe, my personal opinion, the game of the year happened last night. Boston Celtics versus the Warriors, or should I say, Jayson Tatum versus Steph Curry. Dog. The way those two went back and forth last night was absolutely crazy, right? You know, like, last night, for my boys to, to really pull it out in the end, because I'm going to tell you what, in the beginning, it did not look good. It did not look good at all. Like Steph Curry was cooking early. I mean, I think Andrew Wiggins got a little bit in the action, and it was looking pretty ugly. But Jason, and look, we pulled it out without Jaylen Brown. So I think that was a good sign for us, because Steph Curry was absolutely cooking. He had, this is the 11th time, the 10th time or the 11th time in his career that he hit 11 threes in a game. Dogs, Steph Curry, I already told y'all about how I felt about Steph Curry and where he's at in terms of the all-time list in terms of point guards. And for Jayson Tatum to match what he was doing, absolutely phenomenal. And the Celtics is heating up at the right time. Jayson Tatum had 50 points a week ago. Comes out last night, put up 44 points. And, Kemba Walker helped out. I'm glad that Kemba Walker is starting to look like himself. He's really starting to look like himself, and I'm glad to see it at this point in the season. Celtics is on a 6-game winning streak. Granted, one of them having to be against the Timberwolves, but the rest of them is against playoff teams. So for Jayson Tatum to do what he did, and he's only 22 years old, or 23 years old, he ain't even hit his prime yet. Didn't even hit his prime yet. And that put a lot of people on notice that, this dude is not only the franchise player, he's on his way to being a superstar. On his way to being a superstar. And he was, I don't know who's guarding Jayson Tatum, but for Marcus Smart to be our best defender, he was so getting cooked last night. He was getting cooked because, Steph Curry put up this one shot. He flinged it from damn near the 3-point line. I'm like, Steph Curry, dog. I bow down, dog. Steph Curry is the best shooter ever. The best shooter ever. Like, nobody can say anything about how good this dude can shoot, dog. Like, ain't no question about it. But I'm glad that the Celtics got their shit together and ended up pulling it out at the end. 6-game winning streak. Now we're, in a 5th seed right now. We're in the 5th seed where I think probably 3 weeks left in the season. So we got some time to, to get that 4th seed and get, some home playoff games to start. I hope that will be the case, because I would hate to face the Sixers, the Bucks, or Brooklyn first. I don't want to face any of them 3 teams first. So if we can get that 4th seed, like we close, I think I'll be happy. But dog, shout out to Steph Curry, dog. Like, Steph Curry is an absolute monster, bro. Can't nobody take nothing away from him. Like, he's just an absolute beast. But Celtics pulled it out in the end. I'm glad, man. Thank y'all for pulling it out. Jayson Tatum on the way to being a superstar. You heard me?